Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is AllDayD1 and I'm going to be giving you guys a synced video. So with this video I'm going to be giving you guys is I'm going to be giving you guys some information that you probably have asked about and probably looked up but couldn't find anything. And you probably also asked in the world chat or global chat and also probably ended up getting no answer. So with this, I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions that people may have asked and never got an answer to. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing you guys are probably wondering if you are new to the game or if you are wanting to get into the game is the game pay to win? Short answer, no, it is not. Because, whoops, when you go ahead and open your inventory or your character screen, you're going to have two different sections. You have PvP and PvE. Right now I'm in PvE. When the screen is all red, this is your PvE section. The PvE section takes into account of all your mods, your level of your mods. The higher level of your mods, the higher level of your power level, and then that just means you're going to do more damage, etc., etc. Now, when you toggle this, you can see my power level is gone, and it says it's normalized for fair play. That means it doesn't matter if someone has been playing the game for a million hours versus someone who just got the game. It's going to be based off of skill only for PvP. Now, as you see, my split ender is still yellow, but the thing is, the split ender is going to be just as good as the feature. The feature is your base weapon. That they are the same exact weapon type. The only difference is the skin of the weapon and the color of the box. The box is yellow because this is meant for PvE, but for PvP, every single weapon you have is going to be considered a gray weapon. Nothing is going to be stronger than the other. Obviously, you're going to still have meta weapons, but you can unlock every single weapon that is gray in just from playing the game. And then obviously, you can buy your weapons, but again, there's no point because you literally unlock every single gray weapon when you just play the game and you level up a few times. Every single blue, purple, yellow weapon also does have their own variant. There's no special weapons that are going to that's going to be one of its own. And then for the mods, you actually get every single one of your PvP mods from doing specific missions, tasks, etc., etc. These tasks are not difficult at all. It's not like you have to complete a elite tier 4 in under 10 minutes or something like that. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is just level up and then claim it from the lady, and she will give you your PvP mods. It's very simple. Now, obviously, you have different characters that you can actually buy with real money, which is Park and Layla. But you can also earn them without paying for them. You do get Dead Cut, Glory, and Dr. Stone by default for free without doing anything, and then you get Ragna after playing for 2 days. And then for your nanos, there's nothing special about them other than you can just pick whichever nano you feel like gives you the best benefit in terms of PvP because you get all 4 nanos regardless for free. Now for PvE, it's a little different because you can actually gamble to try to get your yellow and purple and blue weapons, but I'm going to get into that in just a little bit. But yeah, all in all, the game is not PvP. I mean, not pay to win, at least in terms of PvP. When it comes to PvP, this is probably the most balanced I've ever seen any game. With their PvP balancing, which is great. The PvP in this game is actually really fun. I haven't really done too much of it on the full release, but I did a lot of it during the beta. Right now, I'm just focusing on PvE.
Been a classy as usual.
So here's everything you need to know about the whole gacha system. I'm sure many of you have heard about the slot machine, where you can get your legendary and purple and blue weapons from. This is true. You can pay for these like slot machine items to then have a chance at rolling for your legendaries and everything. So I'm going to show you exactly where you go in order to get this. Obviously, you need to
You
get
in
to
the
a certain
market,
point
runner?
in your game for your story in order to unlock it. But once you do, I'll just go ahead and show you exactly what you can do. All right. So you're gonna end up going to the automat. Obviously, you don't have to go to her. You can actually go to the actual machine. But I'm just gonna show you from her. So when you go on to the automat, you're gonna see down here it says details. Details will show you all the things you can get that is available from these specific things. You have the 3 legendary items, but none of these legendary items on the blue automat is actually worth getting. The only things that's worth getting from the epic drop probably is the round trip, Firewalker, and Mr. Efficiency, and then everything else is pretty poop. And then you have a very, very, very high chance to get any of these blue items. And now when you go to the refraction pool, it's a little different. Some of the same stuff, but new things. So refraction pool, the only thing that's actually worth getting is going to be the split ender, but obviously for any legendary drops, it's going to be a 0.2% drop chance, very low. And then your epic probability, well, you have 2 weapons here, 2 of the 3 weapons that are really good, and then you have a really bad shotgun. So if you can get the round trip or Mr. Fishy, that's really good. And then obviously you have all these blue weapons. Now, how do you get these orbs though? Do you have to pay real money for them? Well, that is an option. You can go ahead and buy Imperia if you wanted to, and then go ahead and then exchange all those Imperias into shillings, and then go to your components and buy them out right here. You can do that, or there's another way as well, such as buying the bundles, which I've already bought this bundle, and buying the scratch bundle, which typically resets weekly, and then yeah, and then also you can buy the battle pass, which is about $5, um, and earn these materials within. Actually, you don't even need the battle pass for these because it's free, or these ones are free. The battle pass gives you all the extra stuff. Now, that's one way, right? You can spend real money and then end up buying them that way. Another way is you can actually create your own orbs, and you can by using the component shards. So as you can see, you can get your own component shards by
Bye bye.
dismantling certain items. So obviously throughout the game you will end up getting those gambling orbs, and there's going to be items you may or may not want. So as you can see, I have a bunch of weapons saved up just for this video in particular. But you're going to have you can get quite a lot of weapons. As you can see, I didn't spend any of the I didn't spend any currencies or whatever. I've just actually been getting these weapon parts through playing the game, because you can get them from doing your missions and stuff. They have a chance to actually drop. Some missions guarantee specific weapons. For example, when you are doing your higher tier dungeons, you can get the Firewalker components. Now, how do you get these components though? All you have to do is just click on the weapons that you don't really want to use like at all, which for example I'm probably not going to really use the firing squad. Sometimes I do, but let's just say actually I'm not going to use the chaos theory. I'm never going to use the chaos theory component. I have 12 of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and press exchange, hit max, confirm, and then I get 12 back. So for the blues you get 1 for 1. So 1 blue equals 1 cube. For purples, it's 1 purple for 2 cubes. So I'm never going to use a grenadier component. So let me go ahead and max. Oh, you get actually a lot more. You get 5 for every one on purples, which is pretty huge. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and use no filter. I'm not going to use this. Uh, I mean, I might use Sweeper, but for now, I don't really care too much for it. I'm never going to use Critic because the Critic's actually not good. I already have Mr. Efficiency maxed out, so yeah, if you've already got a weapon maxed out, then you should also do this as well. And I'm going to keep my Firewalker because that's not maxed out. Alright, so now that we've done all that,
I'm looking to spoil
you're going to go
myself
ahead and go
today.
to currency, not currency exchange. You're going to go ahead and go to component shards. The component shards, you can just go ahead and actually start buying whichever ones you want. Obviously, they do reset within a certain amount of days. So the first things I would recommend buying is going to be your automat coins and your limited automat. I'd go with limited automats first, just because they have the better drops, and then after that, then go for the automat coins. And then once you've used up all uses, then go ahead and just buy your shillings. Because when you buy your shillings, you can use those shillings to then buy more limited automat coins. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. There's none of the automats that I would want, so I'm just going to get 24 of these. And then I'm going to go to currency exchange, and I'm going to go ahead and buy 4 of these.
More fabulous prizes.
Perfect. Now, after I've bought these 4, I'm going to go ahead and go to automats, and let's see what I get. Obviously, I'm only getting plus ones. It's actually going to be best to do a plus 10, because with the plus 10, at least you are guaranteed at a drop, or at a purple drop. So as you can see, I didn't really get anything from these. So typically I would save for a plus 10 draw, so that way you're at least guaranteed a purple, um, which makes a pretty big difference. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the shards and everything. Obviously, there's a lot of ways to go around with it, um, but it's you can either pay real money for it, or you can just pretty much grind for it. Also, before I forget, for that part,
What kind of trouble you looking for today?
you can also get those items from doing your, I believe it's your elite runs. Yeah, so the elite runs, if you get to this point of the game, you're going to notice the elite run 2, tier 2, will give you 10 firewalkers, and then another 10 firewalkers. I haven't gotten to tier 4 yet, so I couldn't tell you exactly what rewards are going to be there, but yeah, and then also you have in, what is it? I think it is the, yeah, right here in Surge Sweep, you have a chance of getting gun tank blueprint sets, which means you will be able to get more of these just random blueprints. It's not going to be guaranteed of whatever you want, but they are just random, and which does help, because if it's a blueprint that you don't want, you can always just dismantle it and get your or cubes for those.
Be easy.
But yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and explain some other things. So another question that I've gotten quite a few times was, what are your weapon chips for? So the weapon chips are actually for upgrading your weapons. So when you hover over a gray weapon though, you're going to notice it only says equip. But if you hover over a blue or a purple or a yellow weapon, it's going to say augment. Now, the augmenting is going to be what you're going to need to do in order to upgrade your weapon's level and tier. So the weapon goes up to tier 5, and the level, I believe, um, caps out at level 19 or 20. So I'm going to go ahead and press augment, and you're going to see all these things. You're going to notice that you have all these orbs around it on the outside, and then the 5 on the inside. The 5 on the inside are your tiers. So the way you upgrade these is you have to have duplicates of the weapon augment, the specific weapon augment, which means you would either have to farm or you gamble, and because when you gamble and you get a weapon, you automatically get 10 of that specific weapon's augment. And then for the outside, this is where you need your weapon chips from. So this is going to be for AR, so I would need 56 AR chips and 8,000 Nervas. Obviously, I don't have enough Nerva because I've been using a lot of my Nerva, which it gets very costly very quickly, because the prices go up pretty significantly per node. But yeah, once you upgrade it, then you're going to end up um, just getting stronger on that weapon. Again, this only affects PvE though, so it doesn't affect PvP. Obviously, you can still technically buy your way through higher power. Obviously, you're still going to have to rely on RNG in order to get the duplicates if that's what you're trying to buy your way through. But aside from that, you essentially can just play the game and upgrade as you go. There are dailies as well, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that what the dailies
Fancy a
are.
dance. Pick
Once
your
you've unlocked
poison.
this, it's called salvage runs. So the salvage runs, you can see down here, you get, it says 6 for each chip, but realistically you're getting a lot more chips, so you can upgrade your weapons fairly quickly with this. And then you have stage 2, which is going to be for your character. This is for your codex. Your codex is something you get way later down the line. And then you have all this, which has a chance, it's not guaranteed, but a chance to give you a yellow runner mod. And then you get the augment material and refractor materials.
Bye-bye.
For the codex, you're going to notice it's right here. And this is to give you extra passives. So that's why you'll probably see someone that has a lot of armor and a lot of health because of this. So you might want to just make sure you save on your nano modules and power modules, or actually farm these out whenever you can, because it's going to be pretty important to have, as the prices on these also get higher for every upgrade you do. You have it for both runner, your character, and your companion. And then for the companion, this is a really nice one, jumpstart, especially if you're solo. Once per match phase, a companion nano can rescue their runner when downed. Very useful. But yeah, that's pretty much it for those. Obviously, you can like power up your weapons, and then you can re-roll it. But again, this is only for your higher tier stuff, though. But yeah. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about the game, as well, for now. Obviously, there's going to be more little details and whatnot that you might want to know, but these are the 3 main things that everybody is always wondering about, curious about, and has no answer to, or never gets an answer to. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. If it does, go and leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know down in the comment section. Also, I do stream on Twitch at all day, any day 1. And yeah, so again, hopefully this helps you guys out. Go and leave a like, comment, subscribe. All right, have a good one, good night, good peace.